jail?
Yeah.
Please,
Get off the phone.
Follow the tip of my finger with your eyes, okay? You follow the tip of my finger? Yeah.
Police officers have to deal with speeding, drivers, and thefts nearly every single day. But sometimes they have to catch more serious criminals. Kidnappers are sometimes ingenious and take great care to execute their plan.
The door got stuck to my foot. It kept pushing, so I'm trying to pull my pants up and push her out. And that's when she hit her head right there.
And other times, abductions happen without rhyme or reason. Today we take a look at what happens when kidnappers realize they've been arrested. We're starting off with a very tense kidnapping case that has us on the edge of our seats right from the start. It started out as a normal day in New Mexico for these officers, but little did they know that they were about to apprehend two vicious criminals for a crime that happened 24 hours earlier, all the way in Las Vegas. There were witness reports of a woman being dragged out of her apartment in Las Vegas, more than 665 miles away, and their next traffic stop shows the blood-stopping body cam footage of what went down.
Passenger! There is a passenger! There is a passenger! Open the door! Get outside! Get out of the way! Clear around! Clear around! Walk backwards to the side of my woman! Forward! Keep coming! Keep coming!
As the suspect opens his car door and approaches the cop car, we can't help but feel a twinge of nerves, as it's clear from the very start that this is no ordinary traffic stop. The cops are on high alert and taking extreme caution with the suspect, all while we still have no idea what the passenger inside the car is doing.
Hands up! Hands up, passenger! Get on the ground, passenger! All the way! Yeah, I got passenger. I got passenger. Okay. Make sure. Yeah, go ahead and clear the rest of the car.
The moment the second suspect is on the ground, the cops rush toward the car when the next chilling question is answered. There was a third person in the car, someone who was clearly hidden. And even though the cops have seen it all, we're pretty sure they weren't prepared for what happened next. As it turns out, this is the very car that the Las Vegas woman was being held in, and the cops had caught her just in time.
Hands up! Hands up!
Pat! Stop! Get on your knees! Keep your hands open!
The main suspect is a man in military pants, and weirdly enough, not wearing any shoes. And right from the get-go, as he approaches the cops, it's clear that they aren't playing around. He's immediately handcuffed. But this is where things start to get really serious.
Got a camera. Do you need a...
Oh my God, thank you.
Okay.
Got it? Rolling?
I got rolling.
Okay,
Okay, we're gonna get you out of here, okay? We're gonna get you out of
Do
here.
you need me to say anything about what happened or anything?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Just hold on for now, okay?
Just hold on,
We're gonna
okay?
get some pictures and we're gonna get you out, okay?
As the cops try to help the woman, it becomes clear that she had been kidnapped, and the scene was much more jarring than we expected. As her thankful sobs fill the night, the cops are left quite taken aback by this shocking discovery. The cops went on a mission to find the keys of her locks from the suspect, and when they did, they started unchaining the poor woman. As the cops unchain her, she starts to retell what happened. As it turns out, the male suspect was her ex-boyfriend, and he clearly flipped out when they broke up. The ex and his new transgender lover broke into the woman's home, beat her, and dragged her into the car. According to the woman, she fought for her life, but in the end, she was overpowered and was choked out 6 times. The incident was reported by people in the area hearing a commotion, but by that time, the woman was chained in the back of the car and the suspects had taken off.
Go ahead and step up, okay? Don't try. Let you guys... She was
was kidnapped from Las Vegas, Nevada. She was shackled inside of the vehicle. So.
As the woman's handed over to the care of the paramedics, the cops' attention turns towards the woman, and things get even crazier from there on out. The suspects apparently had some mad plan to take the woman into a cave somewhere in the wilderness and try to brainwash her into marrying one of them. It's clear that these people should be in the loony bin, and in the car ride to the police station, things take an even creepier turn.
If you could stand in front of both of those, that way. I appreciate that, man.
In the back of the car, the male suspect appears to be completely unbothered. As the cops are talking outside, the car cam catches him rolling his eyes and yawning, as if totally bored and unconcerned about the serious crime he just committed. Then he takes an approach we never would have seen coming. The man started out by asking the officer what his favorite hymn was, and after a brief conversation, he started singing his song of choice, Amazing Grace, which is quite ironic since this song is meant to symbolize forgiveness and grace. Was he trying to disarm the police by appearing super religious? Or did he really think that forgiveness would be so easy to achieve and wants to show that he's not intimidated? Either way, something about this guy really freaks us out. Next, we pan to the second suspect, who seems okay to talk to the police officer. For the most part, she's a lot quieter and a lot less inclined to sing Bible hymns.
Are we going to the police station?
We are.
I've never been there.
You ever been to a police station or this police station?
Well, I mean, I've never been in a police station, period. I don't think.
Okay.
I mean, this isn't really how I wanted to go, but
Upon arriving at the police station, the second suspect asks for shoes, which is strange, making us think of the eerie moment when the male suspect mentioned that he should wear shoes next time.
Hey, excuse me. Could you get me some shoes?
Hey, he's shackled. I gotta shackle him still.
Hey,
He's shackled. I gotta shackle him still. I gotta try to find him.
can you get me some shoes before you come get me?
What's that?
Could you get me some, like, footwear?
I don't think we have footwear here.
Oh, okay.
Question: why did neither of these suspects have shoes on? Regardless, they would now be facing the consequences of beating and kidnapping an innocent woman who's probably traumatized for life now. Thankfully, these two deranged suspects have been caught, and we can only hope that this run-in with the law would scare them straight. Both suspects face charges of kidnapping, false imprisonment, and conspiracy. On January 14th of last year, what should have been a fun family trip turned into a complete nightmare for one woman in Decorah, Wisconsin. She was asleep in her car when her family went into a gas station for a few brief moments, and when they came outside, they came to the shocking realization that their car with the woman inside was missing.
Running on 3 wheels. We're coming around the big curbs, still approaching Bar Road. Looks like the suspect's losing a second tire now.
The woman awoke to the terrifying scene of a criminal fleeing with her car, and she immediately called 911 to report the situation. Thankfully, the response was super quick, and before the suspect could get very far, the police were on his tail, tracking him down.
Rear wheel. .3330 spikes set at 60 and glue. 60 and glue. spikes from county, negative spikes.
3330, spikes hit, spikes hit. Successful spike.
Just for 43, the one tire is still intact. Rear passenger side.
Despite the car heavily smoking and the suspect having no possible chance of escape, he refuses to give up and pushes the car as fast as it'll go. The man drives over spikes and loses most of his wheels, and at one point he even strikes the side of a bridge, but nothing seems to stop him. The poor woman inside must be in a state of shock by now, and even if this was a car theft turned accidental kidnapping, this man was in serious trouble and he knew it.
3333, successful pit, successful pit.
3333, I copy, successful pit.
Finally, the police cars outmaneuver the frantic driver and manage to push him off the road. The airbags deploy, and now the stakes are super high, since the cops don't know whether the man is armed, how unstable he is, or if the woman was seriously hurt in the crash.
Get in! Sam's on the canine! Show me your hands! Show me your hands! Don't move! Somebody call out one at gunpoint. He was trying to get out. I got the canine out. Yes. I'm gonna come around this side and we're gonna open that door. I have a canine. You will get bit. Keep your hands up. Females in the back passenger side.
Where's the female at?
Hands are up. Back passenger door.
Ma'am, come on out. Ma'am, come out. Ma'am, come out with your hands up. Show me your hands, ma'am. Come out. Come out slowly. Ma'am, come back. Ma'am, show me your hands. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Oh my God.
The few moments after the crash are incredibly tense, and police immediately go on defense and have their canine units nearby. The woman thankfully escapes, and now all that's left is the task of getting the suspect out of the car. The entire scenario is just bizarre, as no straight-thinking citizen would attempt to flee from the cops in a stolen car for so long.
Keep coming. Keep coming. Two hands.
I'll go 95.
Two hands.
I got coming. Back up a little bit.
Two hands.
I'll go 95.
Two hands. Guys, two hands.
I'll go.
Go ahead. Guys, two hands. I'm not resisting.
Put your hands behind your head.
What?
Put your hands behind your head.
As the tense standoff ends and the man is finally in cuffs, we can all sigh a breath of relief. With the teamwork of the cops and the police dogs, they managed to detain the suspect, and now we could hopefully start getting to the bottom of this weird kidnapping case.
My whole left side, it's the adrenaline's really.
You're having pain on your left side?
Yeah.
Ron, have EMS come.
I asked EMS make sure they verified bring somebody for her to get checked out too. She's really shaken up.
The suspect and the victim both seem to need medical attention, and as the cops were de-escalating the situation, what happened became all the more clear. The suspect was clearly a bit deranged, and it eventually became clear that his own car was still standing at the gas station where this happened. Could he have mistaken the car for his own? It's clear that something fishy was going on, and despite being physically okay, the woman was seriously shaken up.
He was driving like crazy, and I couldn't talk with him. He didn't want to stop. I don't know if he's crazy or what's happened with him.
Okay. You're okay.
I am.
Are you sure?
Definitely.
Okay.
I'm just scared.
I'll be back to talk to you in a few minutes, okay?
Okay.
The investigation was closing down, and thankfully, the woman was able to return to her family. Unfortunately, her car was completely wrecked. This unfortunate series of events was definitely the last thing the woman expected that night. And after searching the man's car, it was clear what the root of the entire issue was.
I want you to follow the tip of my finger with your eyes and your eyes only. Keep your head still, okay? Follow the tip of my finger with your eyes, okay? Yeah. You follow the tip of my finger? Yeah. You're going to take a series of small steps to turn around, and you're going to take 9 heel-to-toe steps back. Okay.
During his mandated sobriety test, the suspect failed the test miserably, and this, paired with the drugs and drug paraphernalia found in his car, was enough for the cops to tie him down. It's probable that in his high days, the man got into the wrong car, and due to his careless actions, the situation escalated into a full-on police chase and interrogation. The man was charged with felony counts of operating a vehicle without consent, false imprisonment, possession of methamphetamine, and eluding an officer. Our next disturbing kidnapping case takes us to Akron, Ohio, where concerned citizens called the cops, suspecting that a woman was being held hostage in a garage. The cops chat with a woman who claims to know the man, a suspect who had been convicted in numerous similar incidents. It's clear that this is a very serious case, and the police have only moments to decide which course of action to take.
We don't care. I don't care. My parents are here. I can't help. I just love this people. He used to live here, so he can tap into anything. But we have cameras up for other reasons.
I got you. You know he's in there for a fact?
I know for a fact.
You can kick your door. You can
I
kick it
swear
in.
to God, go ahead. Please. This girl, I don't know what's wrong with this girl.
Oh, there's a girl in there with him?
Yes, I told them this. I told them this. There's a girl in there. She's very slim. My husband said he didn't really get a good look at her. He's yelling at her.
After an initial investigation, the cops are convinced that the guy's hiding something, and after backup arrives, a number of cops gather outside the little garage. The challenge was now to find a way into the garage and to get the suspect without anyone getting hurt.
Joe's got a pry bar.
There's a split bar in there.
That'd work.
She gave us permission to dance.
Yeah, on BWC.
Yeah.
I'll say we're going through the roof, through the top.
After a plan is formed, things quickly come to a head, and as the police announce their presence and state that they have him surrounded, the suspect inside realizes that he has no chance to escape anymore, and he might as well just turn himself over. Even so, he was super reluctant to make an appearance and come outside.
We gave multiple announcements. We'll do announce again here. William, this is the Akron Police Department. This is your last chance. Come out now with your hands up, or we'll be sending the canine in to apprehend you. You will get bit by the dog. William, last chance. Akron Police, better come out. Come out now with your hands up. Coming?
No.
Come on out. William, come out now, Akron Police. Come out. Come out. Come out now. Nothing in your hands. Nothing in your hands. Now. Now. You're good, buddy.
Okay.
Coming out or not? You see him? Get out here now. Come out now. Come out now.
Bro, you're gonna get up in a second. You better come right the out now.
Now.
Things are incredibly tense in this standoff, and every cop is itching to get this guy. Mozingo eventually steps out from the garage and is immediately arrested. We don't know exactly what he did yet, but judging by how nervous he is, and by his previous charges, we can guess that it's not good.
Hey, face that way.
Just keep coming. Watch your step. Right there. You get that?
There's a female in there.
Come on out here.
Your hand like you're praying.
Man, come out.
Can I get shoes?
Rich, some shoes.
Anybody else in here? Come out now. Selling this dog in after you.
With the man finally stepping out and being taken into custody, the police can now finally see what the real situation is. The 33-year-old man, William Mozingo, was more twisted than we could have imagined. And from the moment the police rescued his victim, it was clear that she'd been through absolute hell.
Okay, what do you need to get down? Let me get this ladder, okay?
Hey, 1 second.
Upon entering the garage, it's clear that the suspect was hiding someone in his attic, and by the sounds of it, it's a young woman who was clearly at the mercy of this ruthless man.
Big man can walk himself.
There's no one else up there?
Where do you live at here?
Thompson?
How far away is that?
Like 30 minutes, like close to Chardon.
Why don't you have a seat right there? Why don't you have a seat right there on this?
The shaky steps and even shakier voice of the woman is absolutely heartbreaking, but thankfully, these cops have come to her rescue. Her sunken eyes and ghostly state speak volumes of what she had to endure. According to reports, she was held inside the garage for a total of 4 days, and this body cam footage makes this one of the most unsettling abduction cases we've ever seen.
Any weapons up there, dear? Is there any weapons or anything up there? No.
There's no apartment number, just says on the 3rd floor, male and female throwing things out of the apartment.
Thanks to the neighbors sounding the alarm and the prompt action of the cops, the 23-year-old woman was rescued. She was examined for non-life-threatening wounds, but the path to recover from this trauma will definitely not be an easy one.
Just a piece of paper, it's support paper. But still, I mean, we all know what goes up in a folded piece of papers. All right. Step on up there.
Yes, sir. Hold on. Hold on, you give me one for a minute. Chloe!
As the suspect is being cuffed and taken away, we can only be grateful that there's one less creep out there, as his time in jail is definitely booked. It's hard to imagine what drives a person to commit such horrible acts. The kidnapped woman lives about 30 minutes away, and the cops definitely ended up saving her life that day. The suspect pleaded not guilty in his trial, and the trial is currently underway, and he'll most likely be charged with kidnapping as well as a range of other felonies. Our next newly released body cam footage takes us all the way to Michigan, and the victims were a nice family who were simply trying to enjoy a day of thrifting when things went terribly wrong. After the cops were called, they were met at the scene by the distressed family who relayed the terrible thing that had happened to them.
All right. I've got everything I need from you guys.
Okay.
Why don't you guys go ahead? Just take off. We'll get back with you guys when we have more information, okay?
What happened?
Yeah. You got porn on your back.
What?
Somebody, kid that works there tried to pull her into the bathroom.
Is he in there?
No, hey.
Is he in there?
Stay here.
No. Is he in there?
I'm going to go deal with that in a moment, okay?
Did he pull you into the bed?
Why don't you guys go ahead? Head on home, and I'll get a hold of you.
After the family was interviewed, they were advised to go home and try to calm down while the cops managed the situation. It's not yet clear what happened, but so far, we know that some random creep in the thrift store tried to steal the little girl and pull her into a bathroom. The cops' body cam footage captured the entire tense scene.
What I see on the camera, I can forward it to you, is him going in the back, coming back out, then looking and waiting until they came back around. And it's right back there in the corner, so I have no clear angle on that. His name is Andy, his information.
To start things off, the manager of the thrift store tried being helpful by pulling the security footage of the store. The police need to try and find all the clues to establish what happened here, and even though the camera wasn't panned onto the bathroom directly, the footage still gives them valuable insights into what went down.
So, where I questioned it was is...
Just head right in here, and we'll talk in just a moment.
We're right there in a second. So, this is what he explained to me. That he was in the bathroom, okay? And he said someone pushed in, he went like this, and he went like this, grabbed and said, hey, you can't be in here.
The suspect apparently denies all charges, and he told the store manager that it was actually the opposite that happened, and that he tried to get the girl to leave the bathroom. Something fishy is definitely going on here, and according to sources, this is not the first time the suspect, Andrew Jewell, has been in hot water because of a compromising situation.
That's what he's doing.
Hey, can I talk, please?
Yeah, go ahead.
I was in the bathroom. Before I shut the door, I told her because they pick a free toy. You can ask them up there. I told them that you guys can get a free toy. So they go there looking at toys. I shut the door. When I was using the bathroom, the little girl walked in on me. And she made it halfway in the doorway. I freaked out and tried to slam the door, and it hit her. That's why she was crying. I can't go to jail, dude. I'm on probation.
The man tries to tell his story to the cops, but he seems more concerned about not going to jail when he dropped the crucial detail that he's currently on probation. The criminal was stupid enough to get himself in trouble with the law again, and now he's clearly trying to backtrack. This situation definitely doesn't look good for him so far, though.
I have a question. Can we step out the back door so I can at least smoke while we talk, please?
No, not right now. When did you get in trouble in?
About a year ago, over a year ago, maybe 2 years ago almost.
Okay, and what did you get in trouble for?
Assault.
The cop further questions the suspect to try and get to the bottom of the situation, but his insane nervousness and fleeting moments of panic give us a bit of a weird feeling. At times, it seems like he's about to burst into tears, but then he straightens himself out again. Fake tears would only hurt his cause more anyway.
But he's saying, see, that's where he comes out again in there. But he doesn't go to the bathroom, see, he comes around here and started looking for us to see what we were at. I'm in the office, Heather's right there, Crystal's right there, and see, he's looking for the little girl right now. He just saw the little girl walk back over there, and there's a little boy, see? Now he's walking that way. So her story adds up more than his.
The store footage shows the suspect lurking around suspiciously before the incident, and it's becoming harder and harder for him to argue his innocence. It's also unlikely that the girl and her brother would make up such a far-fetched story, so it seems that this suspect is not getting away as easily as he wants.
Alright, so I'm sitting on the toilet. Open the door real quick, just open it. She opens the door and walks right there. I hurry up and get up and try to pull my pants up, and I grab her shoulder. Like I said, then the little boy came around the corner, and when I tried to push her out, the door got stuck with my foot. It kept pushing, so I'm trying to pull my pants up and push her out. And that's when she hit her head right there. That's when she started crying, and the little boy saw me put my hands on her shoulder, because I put my hands on her shoulder to stop her from coming in fully, and that's when I pushed her out.
As the man recounts his version of what happened, the suspicion of the cops is tangible. By now, the suspect is getting quite frantic, and his nerves seem to rise by the second. To be honest, his story does not seem plausible, and if you asked us, this guy has a penchant for trying to lie his way out of trouble.
Please!
Go ahead and get off the phone.
You taking me to jail?
Yeah.
Please! Please!
Get off the phone.
Please, I swear to God, I swear to God, I swear to God!
Turn around, put your hands behind your back, right now.
I swear to God! I swear to God! I swear!
Stop.
I swear! I didn't do nothing!
As the cops make the ultimate decision to arrest the man, a very dramatic scene ensues. No one can help him now, and he'll have to face the legal consequences of his attempted crime.
Can I at least call you while I'm in the jail? Please!
Jennifer would be better off to help you at this point, not me. There's nothing I can do for you.
I swear I didn't, Tom!
That's up to...
I swear to God!
That's someone else besides me to decide.
I swear to God, Tom!
The man is super upset, and he's not going with the police quietly. It's become quite the scene at the thrift store, but thankfully for the family who this suspect targeted, his plans did not get very far. From his story not adding up to his nervous behavior, this suspect sent off red flags right from the start, but thankfully he was apprehended and taken by the police. Jewel faces several charges, including attempted kidnapping. Our final kidnapping incident happened on the 8th of August, 2022, and when officers arrived on the scene of a reported theft, they were met with a much more interesting story. An old lady recounted the tale of two suspects stealing belongings and speeding off in a white truck. She and her daughter had briefly left their car open and returned to find themselves wrapped up in a theft situation that would quickly escalate.
She would not listen to me and not confront them like I told her. She said, I know they live here. She hasn't lived here very long, so she doesn't know everybody. But she said, I know they live here. I've seen the truck here almost every day. I know there are people that live in this apartment house. Well, she confronted them. I didn't. She ended up in the truck.
Okay.
And they took off. The last message I got from her, she was at, I think it is King's Furniture on Main Street.
Okay.
I think that's what she
322,
said.
check up.
And I got the message and I said, what do you want me to do? And she said, call 911 again.
As the story comes to light, it's clear that the woman's daughter left with the criminals, and they were now somewhere in town, with everyone worried about the safety of the woman. Police efforts managed to track the truck down without too much hassle, though, and the story was about to become very interesting. The cops are finally able to chat with the woman who was allegedly kidnapped by the criminals and had her belongings stolen.
All right, come here. Back here. Why did you just tell me on the phone that you were at Marathon Ridge and Fountain and you were up here at Redwood?
We were moving around. We were driving.
Do you know this side of the city? So Marathon, Ridge and Fountain and all that, about 3 miles that way.
Oh, I was saying Marathon over here. I'm sorry.
So Marathon's a street, but Ridge and Fountain is also a
Oh,
street.
I was saying like the gas station. I'm sorry.
What are we doing here? What I'm doing here?
Yeah.
I was taking her somewhere, and I guess she went in the lady's car and took her wallet. I didn't know. I didn't know she took anything. And then she's saying she's trying to get me involved with it. Saying that you do it out the window, you need to do this, you need to do that. I didn't take nothing. Okay.
But when I said Ridge and Fountain, you
I
said
don't even know that street.
After a brief interview with the woman, who was safe and unharmed, the cops could begin putting a picture of the crime together.
So you said that street next to it. I thought you meant that street. I was catty-cornered on it. And
So they weren't going to let you out either?
They were saying that since they were like, we know that's the police, so we're not going to stop. I was like, okay, well, they're going to find us either way, so.
So did you ask to get out of that at all?
Yeah, multiple.
And what'd they say?
They said, we're going to find the wallet first. I was like, okay, let's find it. So we just kept driving up and down these streets for about 45 minutes.
So you found some of your cards and stuff?
She took this out of the wallet. This was on the grass by the Marathon over there.
Okay.
According to the woman, the two suspects had refused to let her out of the car. They evidently wanted to help her find the wallet first, as they refused to take the risk of being arrested. But as it turns out, their stupidity would get them caught anyway.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
Where's the dope?
The dope's gone.
What'd you do with it?
It was smoked. It was smoked. It's gone.
Okay.
And the wallet was thrown out within these 2 streets right here. I know it was because I remember throwing it out. Nothing was taken. Nothing was taken.
Except for the money, right?
The money.
Okay,
and
so that's taken, right?
And
you
yes.
took the
Yes.
wallet in the first place.
Yes, it was laying on the ground outside of the car. So
The female suspect is quite frantic, and as if theft wasn't bad enough, she also admitted to buying and smoking dope. Trying to backtrack now isn't helping her much, and she was unable to find the wallet that she apparently threw out the truck window. Thankfully, the woman had found some of her cards, but her purse and cash were still missing.
but I know it's right here. I know it is.
All right. Does your tailgate drop down? Sure. You guys want to do me a favor and both just have a seat on it?
Yes. Is there any way I could please find me some water? I've been out here.
The suspects need to sit tight, and unsurprisingly, the cops aren't super eager to listen to the woman's requests. But this investigation would lead them on an unsuspecting path that makes this one of the more unique cases we've seen.
Yeah, just a little wallet.
But that's a purse to some people. Okay, so
You're
you
correct.
saw a little wallet laying on the ground. So you decided to pick it up and open it and realize there's tons of items in there, plus some money, plus some cards, plus everything else, and you decided to steal it.
I decided to take it with me, yes, sir.
Okay, all right.
And I put it out the window. Please,
Yeah.
sir.
Nope, not
Please.
even close to begging. No, turn you around.
Can I please get a drink?
After an admission of guilt, the cops have enough evidence to put the woman in handcuffs, and her trip to jail seems booked. The panic sets in, and she definitely does not take this well.
So it's out here. I swear it is. I swear.
You have any needles?
No, I
nothing
have
like that?
Nothing.
No drugs? No
Nothing.
knives? Nothing?
Nothing,
What's
no.
right here? What's right here?
That's my weed pipe.
Okay, well, that's...
It's my weed
Stop
pipe.
reaching
I'm sorry.
for it. Keep your hands still.
Yes,
I
it's my
doubt
weed pipe.
it's a weed pipe.
It is a weed pipe.
No.
That's all I've smoked out of it.
Yeah, right. I don't believe a second of that.
The cops clearly have a very good understanding of modern drug use and paraphernalia, so you won't be able to fool them easily. The female suspect tried nonetheless, but she wasn't taken seriously for 1 second. The offenses were stacking up against her very quickly, and it wasn't looking good.
It makes sense to how you would do all this. Because you got confronted by somebody that knew you stole something.
Yes, and that's why I didn't try to run, nothing.
Now you've been trying to just drive her around.
I didn't even try to run, I swear I didn't.
Yeah, so when she asked to get out of the car, why'd she
She didn't ask to get out the car. She just asked right here. She just asked right here. That's weed, see?
No, that's Charboy, and...
That's in place of a screen. That's in place of a screen, sir.
That's...
Yes,
not
that's...
my first day. You know
I know it's not. I know
you
it's
don't
not.
put Charboy in a pipe to smoke weed.
That was used because there's no screen. But sir, she had just asked to get out the car.
The cops are clearly tired of the suspect trying to talk her way out of the mess, and none of what she's saying is holding up.
Let me ask you this,
Yes.
okay? Since you have a crack pipe on you,
Yes.
you got any more crack in your
No,
bra, anything
I
like
do
that?
not.
Okay, because you're going to jail, okay? So when they search you and they find the crack on you, it's another felony.
I
Okay?
understand,
So
I
you
don't.
might as well tell me now.
I don't.
Okay. And all of this is recorded, okay? So if I walk over here and you do some little funny little trick.
After vehemently denying possession of crack, the suspect is left alone in the police car. But she clearly isn't getting the message and decides to continue with her dramatic antics. From shouting at the officer to kicking the police car door, she's not letting up. And we half expect one of the cops to lose their patience at any time.
Sir! There's only $28 in there! Officer!
Okay, but then you guys made some turns and then you're back up here on towards Marathon and she gets back out of the car.
No. I didn't.
She gets out of the car twice, okay?
Okay.
You said she got out of the car twice.
No,
all right?
wait a minute.
So,
you try to
no, I'm not. I'm trying to get the story straight because there's a lot of stuff that you guys have done in this past hour that from taking the stuff across here, okay? I'm trying to make sure that I get all these details right because you guys obviously were up to no good. You guys obviously broke the law. So now you need to at least be able to tell me the truth.
I didn't break no law.
Okay, so you weren't over there on Siebenthaler when she...
Interrogations with the male suspect do not seem to go any better, and no one is being helpful in creating a true account of what happened.
But you didn't feel like as if you were being kidnapped or held at your will or anything like that?
No, it was too long of a thing to be going on like that.
The only thing that concerns me is the fact that you stated that you had tried to actually physically attempt to get out.
Yeah, when I reached out on
the door.
her side, and said I was just gonna walk and find it, when we were over here,
yeah,
she locked the door too and was like, no, we'll find it together, She said when I was on the phone with the police, I know you're on the phone with the cops.
As if all this wasn't frustrating enough for the cops, it turns out that the woman whose belongings were stolen wasn't being entirely truthful either. She wasn't entirely kidnapped, and she now changed her story a bit to say she didn't actually feel in danger of being abducted.
Period. Now you can help yourself out,
Yes.
and it may look pretty good, okay, in what you're facing. If you'd actually know exactly where her items are, and her items may be returned to her, okay, you're still going to jail, period. All right, but you may actually have some moral value in you that would actually give her her items back after you've already stolen all of it.
This officer just informed me that you're also being charged with the theft.
I didn't take nothing.
Hey.
Despite moral pleas with the female suspect to do the right thing and also lessen her sentence by giving the woman stolen belongings back, she maintains that she does not know where they landed, and the cops are getting increasingly frustrated with the situation.
There's investigation.
I didn't take nothing, man. Hold up. I didn't take nothing. I didn't take nothing. What are you talking about? That I took something.
You'll have to ask him.
I didn't take nothing.
Still got any pocket knives on you? What's your name?
My name is Robert.
When both the suspects were placed in handcuffs and the situation was winding down, the real drama started, and the female suspect took this as her final chance to worm her way out of trouble.
You don't need pop if you're hot.
I just
okay?
need something to
the
drink.
The air is on, all right?
I really need something to drink.
You need to just calm down, okay? You need to just take a breath, okay? You put up, I can understand that, okay? I can understand that. It's very stressful, actually, committing a crime and getting caught for it.
She pulls the good old I can't breathe trick, or at least tries to, but the officer's not having any of it, and her antics clearly do not amuse him.
Yep, you're not.
I
to go to the hospital. Please.
For what?
Because I'm about to pass out.
Where'd these come from?
Those were on my head. I took them off my eyes.
Okay.
I need to go to the hospital, please.
No, you need to just take some deep breaths, okay?
I'm taking deep breaths. I can't breathe. I need my inhaler. I cannot breathe. I need...
She said no.
I think you just have a little bit of a...
No, I need the hospital. No, I'm not even...
You're going... I'll take you to the hospital. All they're going to do is clear you to go to the jail.
That's
okay?
fine.
All you're going to do is waste everybody's time that you already have.
She dials it up a notch and claims she needs a hospital, much to the annoyance of the officer. But we can all see through her bad acting attempt. Whether she was having a panic attack or not is debatable, but this is the oldest trick in the book, and the officers were not falling for it for 1 second. In the end, the woman's dramatic act did more harm than good to her cause. The male was charged with theft, and the female was charged with theft and drug paraphernalia. Thanks for watching, friends, and be sure to check out our other videos on screen right now. See you next time.